guys, so today we are doing corrections for only lessons 84 and 85 since this week was a short week. So yeah, let's jump right into it. Okay, so like I mentioned last week maybe, or maybe I mentioned it this week, I don't know. I'm going to try and go a little slower this time, just so that it's not as confusing or frustrating. And hopefully you guys don't have to go through and rewatch it several times. So this one might be a little bit longer despite being shorter, if that makes sense. Lesson 84. Number 1, the answer is 90 days. Number 2, the answer is 36 pieces of clothing. Number 3, the answer is 11 chin-ups. Number 4, the answer is 25 miles. Number 5, the answer is $10.51. 6A, the answer is 3 and 5. Those are the two prime numbers that are factors of 15. And for B, 15 is not a prime number, and we know that because it has factors other than 1 and 15, and we literally just found 3 and 5 as factors. Yeah. Number 7, the answer is 80 millimeters. Number 8, the answer is 6 marbles. You don't need to draw a picture unless you got it wrong. Then do that with your corrections. Number 9A, the answer is 75 miles. 9B, if you didn't understand that one, that's okay. I didn't really talk about how to write equations until lesson 85 is when I think I first mentioned it yesterday, whenever it was. So what they wanted you to do is they wanted you to come up with basically a little cheat. So something like number of days times 15 equals the miles or something like that. But if you just skipped it because you didn't know, that's fine. Or if I told you you could skip it, that's fine too. Obviously. Number 10, the answer is 520 peaches. Number 11A, it needs to look like a fraction, so it needs to look like 129 over 1,000. For B, you had to write it as decimal and then say it, so it needs to look like this, and you say it 129 thousandths. 12, you could have had a bunch of different answers, but basically for number 12, mass doesn't change. No matter where you go in the universe, an object still has the same amount of mass. Its weight can change because weight is based off of gravity, but mass doesn't change. So that's something to that effect is fine. Number 13, the answer is 0 and 51 hundredths. Number 14, the answer is 50. Number 15, the answer is 162. Am I going too fast again? Oh. Number 16, the answer is 1,386. Number 17, the answer is 42. Number 18, the answer is 1,800. Number 19, the answer is $33.32. For 20, the answer was actually 17, but in your books there was kind of a little typo that had 17 on the side near the numbers. So if you added in that 17, your answer is 0, but that was literally the answer of the problem. They just did a typo and put it next to the problem because I don't know why. But yeah, so the answer was 17, but if you added it in and got 0 for your n, that's fine too. Number 21, the answer is 131. Number 22, the answer is 700. Number 23, the answer is $5.26. Number 24, the answer is $1.85. Number 25, the answer is 262. Number 26, the answer is 700 with a remainder of 2. Number 27, the answer is 321 thousandths. Number 28, you had to find the perimeter and the area of the square. The perimeter was 12 yards and the area was 9 square yards. Number 29, you had to rotate and translate the figure, aka you had to turn and slide it. And for 30, the answer is angle C. So for early finishers A, you had to write 2 thousandths, 3 thousandths, and 5 thousandths as a fraction and a decimal. For B, you had to write 2 thousandths, 3 thousandths, and 5 thousandths. For C, you had the answer 10 mils. And D, you had to write down, this is weird, you had to write down 10 thousandths in a decimal form and a fraction, but you could also have just written that as 1/100th, because with decimals, the 0 at the end doesn't count really, and with fractions, if you have a 0 at the back of the numerator and at the back of the denominator, you can just cancel them out. So if you put 10 thousandths or 1/100th, you got that, you're good. Lesson 85. I feel like I'm still going a little too fast, but I talk fast naturally, so I hope this is going okay, better for you. Lesson 85. Number 1 had a few parts. So number 1A, the answer is Ruby. B is 4 books, and C is 1,440 pages. Number 2, the answer is 20 pentagons. Number 3, the answer is 3 square miles. 4, the answer is $2.54. 5, the answer is B. 6, the answer is right triangle. And that's because, remember how I said perpendicular lines, when they're together, they make a perfect right angle, perfect X, a perfect T. So if you have a perfect right angle and you turn that into a triangle, you're going to get a right triangle. 7A, the answer is 12 gems. B, the answer is 75%. 8A, the answer is 81 thousandths. And B, you had to write it as a decimal and use words. So again, 81 thousandths. Number 9, the answer is and 13 hundredths. Number 10, the answer is 477. Number 11, the answer is 360. Number 12, the answer is 4,200. Number 13, the answer is $2,750. Number 14, the answer is $12.68. Number 15, the answer is 1,030. Number 16, the answer is 1,480. Number 17, the answer is 164. Number 18, the answer is 172. Number 19, the answer is $1.55. Number 20, the answer is 21. Number 21, the answer is $2.50. Number 22, the answer is 400. 23, you had to find the perimeter and the area. The perimeter is 32 feet and the area is 60 square feet. 24A and B are both H. H has 2 lines of symmetry because you can fold it this way, and it also has rotational symmetry because if you start with it upright and you turn it 180 degrees, it still looks like an H, even though it's in a new position. Number 25, the answer is angle D, because that's the only big boy we have. Number 26, the answer is C. 27A. All right, so this is where I was kind of talking about making formulas. Had to have something like the number of meters times 100 equals the number of centimeters. So you could have had like m times 100 equals centimeters or something like that. Or I guess you could have gone the opposite direction too. You could have put centimeters divided by 100 equals your answer too, I guess, if you wanted to do that. That's fine. And then you had to use your formula cheat sheet hack creation that you just made and find that B was 1,000 centimeters. Though some of you might have just mentally done it in your head and not even realized how you did it. And I guess that's fine too. But they kind of want you to realize, hey, you know how to do math and this is how you know. So, you know. Yeah. Number 28, the answer is 22 degrees Fahrenheit cooler. And then 29, the answer is Red River. And then 30, here's what it should roughly look like. 6 1/10 is going to be first, of course, and then 6 3/10 is going to be not too far behind it. 6 6/10 will be a little bit past the halfway mark, and then 6 9/10 should be really close to the 7. Okay, that's all I've got for this week's corrections. Like I said, this is shorter because it's only 2 lessons, but it might be longer because I'm trying not to go as fast. I'm sure I probably did speed up kind of just naturally at some points, so I'm sorry about that if I did do that. Let me know if it worked a little better for you this time, if I need to slow down even more. Oh, next week I want to try to do a live meet with you guys at around, I think, 2 or 1 p.m., I said. Please comment and let me know if you could make it to that next Thursday at around 1 or 2 p.m. If you can't, then I will just make another video and I'll try to go slow or even slower than I did this time. So let me know if any of the answers I gave you didn't make any sense or if some of them were a little bit different and you're not sure if they really count. And I will get back to you and I will let you know, or I will help walk you through it, or whatever you need. Okay, so that's all I have for you. All right, so let me know any help or anything confusing, and I'll be around. Okay, all right, bye.